In 1884, Nathaniel Southgate Shaler, a Harvard scientist and a prolific writer on late 19th century race relations, wrote his first article on what he and many others called the Negro problem. Like many contemporaries in the years following Reconstruction, Shaler believed that no other nation of the civilized world had a difficulty as great as America's Negro problem. All evils, old and new, militarism, monarchism, and the racial threat to Anglo-Saxon purity posed by the new global mobility of the Irish, Italians, and other so-called inferior races of Europe in the industrial age, paled in comparison, he warned, to the problem of the presence of black people in America. There can be no sort of doubt that, judged by the light of all experience, these people are a danger to America greater and more insuperable than any of those that menace the other great civilized states of the world. Shaler believed that white men of the late 19th century, white men of science, white men of the industrial age, white men of the modern world, had inherited this predicament from their 17th and 18th century fathers, who had been too stupid to see or too careless to consider anything but immediate gains when they enslaved Africans in America. It was their presence here that was the evil, and for this none of the men of our century are responsible, he wrote, assuaging the guilt of his Atlantic Monthly readers, who would now have to continue the heavy lifting of rebuilding and reconciling a war-torn nation racked by uncertainty and anxiety about its future. Shaler's articles emerged at a crucial moment in post-Civil War debates about the future of black freedom in America. His studies and many others illuminate regional instabilities between the North and South, within scientific and popular discourses on the nature and meaning of blackness. Their ideas reveal the stakes for the late 19th century race relations writers in search of an objective and unifying basis by which to measure and judge black fitness and behavior for survival, labor, and citizenship in a newly modernizing nation. For these influential writers, postbellum census reports ushered in a racial data revolution that became the linchpin of an emerging white supremacist discourse on saving the nation through knowledge and acceptance of Black death and self-destruction.